Hello, GZTV back with yet another video, and we have Better Call Saul, the 8th episode in the series. This is a pretty good episode. A lot of cool revelations, a lot of character development, a lot of change that happens, and it's a change for the better. Yeah. We will get into that. We will talk about the plot. We will talk about the critical response, and then I will be going on with my day. Probably won't stream during the day unless Logan texts me wanting to play, and then I'll probably be on tonight at around 11 for New Music Friday, and playing some Madden, doing all that jazz. Sorry, I gotta find which way my hair is swooped. My hair's like really disgusting feeling right now. I need to take a shower sometime today. It like feels gross. I don't know. Sometimes when I take haircuts, get haircuts, not take them. Sometimes when I get haircuts, my hair feels nasty after because I'm not used to like a length change and there's like grimy shit down low. But we'll shower that up for you later. Okay, plot opening. There's always an opening in a main story with Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, but I feel like Better Call Saul definitely like emphasizes it more. Like really, boom, puts it out there. This is the opening scene. So in a flashback, Jimmy works as a mail clerk for Hamlin, and McGill, so we kind of figure out how Jimmy was associated with HHM, because before we really didn't think he was associated with them. You know, we knew his brother was a big part of their company, and obviously his brother had connections and probably helped him get a job there, but we didn't think, you know, he was actually like a full-blown mail clerk or anything like that for the company. We thought he just kind of helped his brother out a little bit. I don't know. So he receives notice that he has passed the state bar exam and hopes to be hired as an attorney at HHM, but Chuck provides a halting reply. He's like, whoa. Slow it down. HHM, you know, is a big law firm. I don't know. So he passes his bar exam. This is like the first time he even like has a hope that he can become a lawyer. Is right here. Wow, that looks so stupid. Oh my god. I keep fixing my hair. I'm sorry. I got a haircut. It's habit. During an office celebration, Howard tells Jimmy the firm will not hire him, but will re-examine his application in 6 months. So he's going to have to wait 6 months to even have a chance to be in this company and be associated with them and work with them. So now back to the main story. So Jimmy is suspicious. Oh wow, this is really cool. It's like a whole new case, you know. We're separating from the Kettlemans, kind of, and they kind of met their fate. It's a Law and Order show, really. I mean, with a lot of emotion. It's not as dull as a normal Law and Order that you would see on like NBC or something. Like, this is a show with emotion and great character development. That's literally what it is. Like, if someone asks me what Better Call Saul is, I'm telling them it's a Law and Order show with emotion and character development. And more of the same characters, like returning for different episodes, of course. It's more of a story as well, I guess. So Jimmy is suspicious when a client mentions her nursing home Sandpiper Crossing, controls her pension and Social Security payments while providing her a monthly allowance. You know, a monthly allowance in a retirement home sounds kind of suspicious. It sounds kind of fraudulent, and we will figure out soon that there are laws kind of supporting this. So yeah. Upon receiving our invoices, Jimmy's suspicions grow, and he begins collecting invoices from other residents, kind of trying to get some witnesses and stuff, and trying to get some evidence that this company has something going on, something very scandalous going on. Jimmy and Chuck analyze them and find evidence of Sandpiper systematically overcharging residents, making the company guilty of fraud, so they pretty much buy things from outside sources and charge the residents almost like twice what they normally cost, like a bottle of aspirin being $22, like a bag of chips being $5. You know, that's very fraudulent, and they're like keeping their money away from them as well and only charging them by the month. That's like theft, damn near. I mean, that's not even at this point. It's not even just fraud. It's almost theft to like keep people's money away. It's not a monthly allowance. They label it as a monthly allowance. They label it as like the company giving the residents money, but it's their money. It's like their Social Security. It's like their pensions. It's all that stuff, like all in there, and they just keep it away from the residents, and that's pretty illegal. So, you know, Chuck comes out of retirement. He's finally like, you know, Jimmy, his plans of like thwarting him out of this like hermit state of sitting in his apartment or sitting in his house all day, lights off. Yeah, I think there's a funny cliffhanger at the end of the show, and we'll get to that. It has something to do with his electromagnetic shit. So Chuck suggests there are grounds of a class action lawsuit and encourages Jimmy to continue investigating. He doesn't necessarily like put his hands in the jar just yet. He's like, keep going. There's definitely something here. I'm pretty experienced in the field. So Jimmy is stopped at Sandpiper Crossing's front desk, preventing him from seeing clients. So this is when his suspicions grow even fucking further, because they know he's on their case and they're trying to protect their company as much as possible, but Jimmy's not going to let that happen. He hears papers being shredded and goes to a bathroom to hastily write a demand letter on toilet paper, which informs Sandpiper to cease document destruction. You better stop that. We know you're hiding something, or else you're going to just look even more suspicious to the court. He hands the letter to a manager as he is escorted out and later finds in the nursing home's dumpster plastic bag containing shredded papers. So he goes out on a mission. He gets stuck in the dumpster. It's a pretty funny scene. Oh my god, why is there always a hair sticking out here? I got it. Okay. Finally. There was like a hair sticking out there for the longest time. So yeah, he goes out, finds them in the dumpster, in the recycling bin. He realizes there was a paper bin right next to the dumpster when he was in the dumpster. It was kind of funny. Chuck and Jimmy sort through the shreds and piece together an incriminating document. They had to find that one document that incriminated this company, and they did. Chuck decides to become Jimmy's co-counsel, and Sandpaper's attorneys agree to a meeting. So they decide to meet up at the McGill house. Mike babysits Kaylee, so we're going over to Mike's story. I like that Mike is like getting some screen time here pretty early in the series. Obviously, he was shown in the first episode, and that was good of kind of introducing him. Like, if you didn't watch Breaking Bad, honestly, it's really good to start watching the show before Breaking Bad, now that it's out. Obviously, people only had Breaking Bad before. They released the prequel later, which I don't know why so many people do that, but yeah. When Stacy returns from work, she asks Mike what to do with the money from her suitcase. Mike says she should use it to do something good for herself and her daughter. I don't know what the suitcase was from. I think he gave them some of the money from the 1.6 mil. Maybe. That would be bad for Jimmy, by the way. Maybe he paid her, or Jimmy paid him some of the cut. I don't know. Stacy says that even if she does, she will not have enough to cover living expenses. Mike returns to Dr. Caldera to follow up on Caldera's previous offer of illegal work. And this is kind of how Mike's getting money, I guess. Sandpiper's attorneys deny the company is defrauding residents, but concede some were overcharged. Yeah, we're overcharging them, but that doesn't necessarily identify as fraud. Kind of does. You're kind of ripping off a company around you. You're not just ripping off residents. You're taking company stuff. And it's kind of ironic how the woman said no soliciting on the premises, because damn near what Sandpiper is doing is they are soliciting. They're taking products that aren't theirs and they aren't copyrighted to them. They don't have the rights to them. They're kind of buying it and then overcharging residents. That's soliciting. Huh. The company offers $100,000 in compensation, but Jimmy presents evidence that Sandpiper's fraud makes him eligible for a RICO case. And you guys know, you guys have seen the news about Gunna and Young Thug. You know that a RICO case is like one of the most dangerous cases to get yourself into. Like it's one of the most detrimental. Like it has some of the worst consequences out of anything. Any non-violent. Well, I guess it's kind of violent if you like organized to kill someone like Young Thug did. But if you like it's one of the most dangerous non-violent like charges. Yeah. Chuck demands Sandpiper pay $20 million to settle, which their attorneys refuse. Obviously, I mean, you can't just they didn't want to just pay $20 million up front. So as Chuck and Jimmy continue to prepare their case, a preoccupied Chuck casually leaves his house to retrieve documents from Jimmy's car, taking none of his usual EHS precautions. So it's either the therapy is starting to work, or this whole time he has been faking an EHS to get out of the law. Maybe that's the case. That's kind of what we figure out here, honestly. Jimmy is speechless as he watches from inside the front door, then softly calls Chuck's name. Chuck is stunned to realize where he is and drops the papers. It gets into his head. Yeah. Pretty good episode, 96% approval on Rotten Tomatoes, 7.97 out of 10. RICO introduces an intriguing fraud case while providing insightful backstory to Jimmy's unlikely beginnings as a lawyer, 8.8 out of 10 on IGN. With RICO, Better Call Saul lays the foundation for the circumstances that will likely transform sweet-ish Jimmy McGill into the hardened Saul Goodman, 4 out of 5 on the Telegraph. That's all I have to say. I kind of got to get out of here. I've already wasted enough time doing other things, getting my haircut, all that stuff. But I'm out. Have a good